Now you might be wondering,
Sarah, how did you get out of the same old rail yard?
well, you see, it's an interesting story, I'll tell you that.
Was that always there?
Hey, I said it was interesting, I never said it was long. Anyway, for context, this is FyroforVictory. He's a commentator, and normally Fyro makes good commentaries. Until today, that is. Let's begin.
And that's when, through the void of her lost consciousness, the ghost took control, and Amy was found possessed! Oh, come on, you should see what she looks like by now.
Meh. Well, to switch things up a bit, why don't I take you all through a video I found?
Where'd you find that?
Well...
Alright, we're gonna be here a while, so it's time to establish roles. Ezzy and Michael, you prepare the tents and table.
Yeah, sure.
Fyro, you go get firewood and other materials so we can have ourselves a fire.
Alrighty, I'll go look for some firewood or something.
Lastly, Key, you keep on editing.
Already ahead of you.
3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy.
Ah, shut your whole ass face!
Ass face.
Megan's flaws are that she is extremely whiny and forces everything to be sexual. And I won't lie, I hate that. Okay, so how is Mikon whiny and forces her sexualization? For the whiny part, I think you might need to replace that with extremely timid. She's easy to cry and fears hurting others' feelings. And forcing moments of sexualization. Considering it always happen after some sort of accident, like tripping or whatever happens in her sleep, that's not really fair to blame it on her for doing it. More or less, the creator's getting a bit frisky. I get if you don't like how sensitive she can be or those moments. Lord knows I get annoyed by it. But it seems like you're putting this stuff on her when it's not even her fault.
Wow, we just started and this video is already deader than Kaede. Now you might be in the right if Rose's argument were akin to, say, Metagang onto Samus for the camera angles in Metroid Other M. However, Mikon can be held accountable for her moments of sexualization, as it's implied that she does it so she can get some sympathy from everyone else. And when she remembers she's in ultimate despair, she does it so she can get an alibi with Hajime so she won't be convicted during the class trial.
Working on the glutes. Gotta make sure my ass is in shape, you know?
However, as the series progressed, he began repeating things like a broken record and just became extremely annoying.
Repeating things like a broken record, huh? Look, I know you're talking about him wanting to create something to give hope to others, but that's mainly because I've watched all of DR3. There was nothing to establish him repeating this as the series continued to the feature arc in your complaint. Really, it just doesn't give your audience a great idea of what you're talking about, you know, unless you've watched DR3, GG.
Alright, this is more of an editing point, but Keyblade. Why are Chiaki's images smaller than normal? Now, I wouldn't mind if, say, that's how the image was normally rendered, but considering you show a sprite, that can't be it. I also wouldn't mind if this was done for comedic purposes. Just have Fyro get a bit angry, calm down, and have the images get smaller as he calms down. Like, it's really not this hard of an issue to fix. Post Eric, right back at ya. Okay, so something else I take issue with their editing is your use of full screen images. Sometimes they take up the entire screen, sometimes they don't. Why is that? I know someone's gonna say this is more of a smaller point, and I do kind of agree, but still, keeping some consistency would be nice, please and thank you.
Yes, this! They're shooting!
Then it wouldn't have been devoured.
He became even worse in the final episodes, beginning to brainwash people for what he called hope. Real-time Iggy's only friend at the time pin him on the floor to stop Iggy from going after him. Well, I'm already starting to become more convinced that he just clocked down in the final episodes. Yoda, already lacking self-confidence in himself, thought the only way to stop the despair rampaging the world was to create his own hope video, which he planned to use to fix the world, but only resulting in doing something what Junko did, just with hope instead of despair. Makoto and Hina tried to stop him, and when Hina got away, he used the hope video to brainwash Hina, so she could hold on to Makoto in order to accomplish his goals. It's almost like he's taking the role of a villain for the climax of the story. Yeah, this gets more relevant later on, again.
Okay, Fyro, I really want you to listen to what I'm about to say, so come closer. Closer. Now this is just violating my personal space. Rape! Rape! Okay, good. Just because the character is a villain doesn't mean they can't be hateable.
Number 8, Junko Enoshima.
Oh hey look, it's the main villain of the story. Let's hope this goes well.
Fyro, it's a villain on a hated characters list. Of course it's not gonna go well.
Keyblade, what the fuck did I just say?
Did you hear that? It sounds like... despair.
Thank you, you two, but sadly we gotta skip a bit.
Thanks, but Why?
Because while I do have a small point on number 6 entry, a lot of the entries up here are from Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony, which I'll just say is bullshit since it doesn't come up till later this year by the time of the trip.
Fyro, enlighten me. How did you think this point was okay? Put into the script, have people go over this, them thinking this point is okay, and have this point released on your channel. Because this is the dumbest thing you've said yet. If the characters from the Danganronpa franchise, and they are hated by Rose, then congratulations! It's eligible for the goddamn list! Whether it's been officially translated or not is irrelevant to the discussion at hand. Now, I'd be more inclined to agree with you if you tried to argue the quality of the translation, but you don't do that, leaving this as a bare-bones argument at best. Post-Eric coming back again. New kid here. What's this trip? What was the point of bringing it up? What does this have to do with Danganronpa? Like, legit, what was the relevance? I mean, you could argue that I should check his other videos, but I shouldn't have to check his other videos for context on this video.
And also, manga entry, so let's just skip it.
Oh my god, why must people feel it necessary to explain why they're skipping and then use a skip card? Pick one and stick with it. Yeah, pretty much.
Number 6, Shuji Fujigawa.
I just love how Fyro says he's skipping because manga, only to skip to a manga entry. Just kinda putting that out there.
How'd you get... Nobody told me about this! I would've tried to date her if I knew.
Oh yeah, and look, I don't know how much is to change when the English version comes by, but is it really that fair to put DRV3 characters on a list when you don't even know how the story or characters will be?
Gets on to Rose's case for assuming stuff about their audience. Assumes Rose doesn't know the plot of B3. GG. Also, if Rose did state that they had no idea what the plot of B3 was, well, you could have shown proof to justify your point. I'm just saying. And that's all she wrote. Now, I'd give final thoughts, but considering that Fyro's normally a good commentator, I think I can just let him off with the advice I already gave. I guess this video was somewhat short, but hey, it's better than nothing.